that feels good. Oh. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be just a little bit different. First time I've done a kind of day in the life style of video. So judging from the amount of requests I get in the wild asking me to hem pants or make a remake of something I've made myself for that person, I realize that when I tell people about sewing in the city, they probably have this image that I am just sewing all day long. And I wish that was the case, but it really isn't. And so I figured I would do this video just to kind of share like what life is like as a pattern designer. So some of you know that I'm also a marketing consultant. I have my calendar open on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays to Zoom consulting calls with clients who are either launching digital products or an online course or some other type of like marketing project. So I do get to work on Sewing in the City a lot, but I also get to help other people as well. So today's a pretty typical day. It's a Tuesday. So I do have a client at 1 o'clock that I get to work with for an hour. Right now, it's just about 11:30, so I have about an hour and a half before that call. So while it's a pretty typical day, this month in general, I have a lot going on and kind of a lot of balls in the air, a lot on my plate. To be honest, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. So I'm gonna share as much as I can about what's going on in this month and kind of the day-to-day what I'm working on. But first, I got a mail delivery this morning. This is from Minerva up in the UK, and this is a bit of fabric. So I held on to this. I figured I would open it with you. So I know what fabric this is. So I know that it's a stripe jersey. So let's see. I just cut the one end and voila. So it came with like their little card. Ooh, this is nice. This is really nice quality. So I think this was a viscose jersey. I'll link to it below. I think this is from their new core range. So this is a beautiful navy. Yeah, it looks like it's not too thin either. Like you can't really see my skin through it, which is great. So I got a meter of this. I had envisioned kind of a t-shirt, and I wanted to do like some buttons or some kind of trim that would make it kind of feel a little bit more French. Owen is here looking curious about what's happening. One of the things that I actually need to do today is a rough project and content plan for the next month. So I am really excited to share that I'm going to be traveling to Poland the first part of June for an opening celebration for a new sewing center that the brand that I'm a brand ambassador for, Texie, is opening. So I'm really excited to get to go. I think that there's like a celebration, and then I'm also teaching a class on one of the days. So knowing that that's coming up, I need to work on planning. So first, I really want to work on planning my outfits of what I'm going to wear. And if possibly, I might make something new just for the trip to have something special to wear. And also, I need to make sure that I plan the content before that so that I have content that I'm not scrambling for or missing while I'm gone. So one of the things on my list today is to just start to get a general idea of what I might want to pack to Poland, because I do have a feeling that if I have time, I'd love to make a new dress or new outfit of some way. So I'm wanting to kind of assess what I have. So I think I'm really planning for two main events. First is the opening event, which is at noon, and then the Saturday teaching event, which I would imagine is midday as well. And then probably there'll be a dinner in there, I'm imagining. So probably 3 different outfits, 2 for the day and maybe 1 for night. And I looked at the weather and it does look like it's gonna be in the maybe 70s during the day and like 60s at night. So pretty easy, mild temperature. So that's working in my favor. So these are some of the contenders. My Ludlow romper, that's short. I love this. I feel really good in it. And it's also very cool. This is a rayon. So some of the things I'm thinking about, you can kind of see are colors that are kind of like on brand for me. I love wearing kind of this like magenta color pink. So the Ludlow, this is a possibility. And I would either wear that with my little boots or maybe even my flat slide. Both are really comfortable, so I know that I could be wearing these for at least a couple of hours and feel really comfortable on my feet. So the next option I'm thinking about is one of my Essex dresses. So this one is the denim one. It needs a little bit of a press. It's been kind of smushed. And then this version of the Essex dress out of this Dashwood cotton poplin, I feel really good in, and I think that it's one of my favorite samples of the Essex dress, and I think that that could be really fun. So again, I would probably wear both of these either with the boots or the little flat slides. Then a couple top options I'm thinking about. I think I would style them probably back to jeans, maybe white denim or something like that, just to keep it a little bit summery and kind of more professional. My Mercer top in this color that I love, this could be a contender. I don't know, I kind of wish that it was a print though. And then I have these are actually both the Hudson top. I love these as well as the Mercer top because I have a little bit of arm coverage, so I feel more professional. This one I just love, and so this would be really fun. Maybe with, like white jeans and the green version as well. I feel good in these. I love the colors. And then the last option would be my Ludlow pink romper. This would definitely be more of a statement. I'm thinking, okay, imagine walking into the room wearing head to toe pink linen. Definitely could be a showstopper. So I think what I need to do is really think about how I want to feel, what sort of look I want, and go from there. So I'm back here at my desk, and before I get to working on my content plan, see, this is exactly what happens, is there's this big project that I need to tackle, like figuring out my content, what I'm going to make in the limited time I have over the next month, and there's all these other things that have to happen first because they're like really urgent for today. So as I sit down, I'm looking at my to-do list and I realize that I have Cheryl in just about an hour, my client, and then I still need to do an Instagram post. I need to get back to the designer. Little sneak peek, I am actually in the process of designing and getting my patterns printed in real life. I'm so excited. So I'm working with a graphic designer who's designing the envelope. And so I need to get back to her. And I've also just yesterday launched my new course that I have on the business side of my business. It's called Create and Sell, and it basically walks people through exactly the process of selling digital products and online courses. So I launched that yesterday. So I need to send out another email today for that. And those are all things that I really need to do today. Like I can't put them off at all. So the content plan really just kind of needs to go to the end, and I'm hoping that I'll have enough time to get to it later tonight. So I just turned on my computer and opened my email, and I see that a new sale has come through for my wrap vest this morning. So yay, happy dance. Seriously, there is literally a magic that comes from being a small business owner and kind of doing this day to day all by myself, like living in faith and not knowing if any of this is going to work. And then seeing like the, confirmation of a sale coming through is just so exciting. So a huge thank you if you've ever made a purchase from me or any small business owner. you have no idea how much your purchase means, and maybe you do know because maybe you're a small business owner as well. So I really need to stay focused. I have a bunch of emails to do here. So yeah, let's get to it. It's time for a little bit of tea. So I've gotten a few emails done and sort of checked a few things off of my list. And I've made myself a cup of, actually it's just warm water because I don't have any tea here. I realized that I forgot to bring the tea I bought here to the studio. So it might not be very clear, but my studio is not connected to my house. So my house and my studio space where I'm at now are just about a 5-minute walk apart. So I go back and forth several times a day. It's a really beautiful walk along the water. So when I do things like forget to bring my tea to the studio, it's like, it's a 5-minute walk, but it's, I'll just get it next time. So I'm drinking some warm water and just kind of reflecting on the week. So yesterday was such a hard day. The office space that's above me, starting last week, and they were like jackhammering, like doing serious demo of the space. And it continued every single day last week. At one point on Thursday, it was right above, like literally right where I'm sitting now. And I could tell, like I was getting agitated from the noise and he was getting really nervous because it was right above us. I went upstairs just to ask them. And so I asked them, hey, just kind of need to get an idea because I also work with clients, so there are certain times when I don't have flexibility and I can't work like that. So I need to make other arrangements. And I figured I'll just work Saturday and Sunday to get caught up. It'll be quiet. When I came on Saturday morning, got up bright and early and was all ready to get caught up and work, and I didn't have electricity. So something that they were doing with the construction somehow disconnected the electricity, and I didn't have electricity the whole weekend. And then I called my landlord. He was just completely unhelpful. I think that he just doesn't care. He doesn't think it's his responsibility. Having electricity is kind of a basic thing, and I just lost it. I started crying and I couldn't help it. I was so frustrated. I almost want to cry just talking about it. It's not always easy, and it's not always that I just get to sew all day. I wouldn't change what I do for the world, but it also doesn't mean that there's not these normal struggles with anything. The good part about it at the end is that I am doing something I love. So those hard times are worth it. I feel I'm doing this because I really love it. And I know in the past, with my corporate career, these kind of struggles would come up, and it's when you already don't like what you're doing or you don't feel that passion for it, it just is all the more miserable. So it's just, I'm super, super grateful and appreciative for, the fact that I do at the end of the day get to do what I love, and that makes me really happy. So now it's just about 7 o'clock at night, and since we last spoke, I've finished my call with my client, sent her all of her follow-up stuff, and then Owen and I made our way home and had a little bit of lunch. So then I did some work from home from my laptop, and then about an hour ago, I came back to the studio just to have some nice quiet time to wrap up my day. So I still have a couple things on my to-do list that I need to just wrap up. And then I'm hoping to spend at least 20 minutes looking over my content plan so I can at least put in the striped fabric project that I just got this morning. Pretty typical day. I'm pretty tired at this point, but I kind of have a little bit of a second wind. So I am looking forward to wrapping up the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to have you along. And be sure, if you're not already following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me over there. I'll be sharing probably stories and whatever about my Poland trip, which I'm really excited for. And of course, all the normal stuff that happens around here at Sewing in the City. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.